I'll give a couple more moments. Like, give me a couple more moments. We're gonna get the class started. If you have any questions on topic, just go ahead and type them in. You know what I'm saying? If you got any questions that you've been dealing with for the week, go ahead and type those in. We'll be able to get to those accordingly. Give everybody a time to check in and everything. So, like, all right. Shalom, Israel. This is I.S.U.P.K, star out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under the leadership of Commander General YAHANNA. What we teach is so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true biblical Jews according to the Bible and according to archaeology. You understand? Priest Officer Mardakia, holding down the biblical law class. You understand? Of course, all of these classes, they do go hand in hand. You understand? But Monday night scripture breakdown class, Tuesday, brotherhood class, Wednesday we got the law class, Thursday we got the scripture breakdown class, and a lot of brothers do the history class on Thursday. Friday, the Lashuwan Kadash, the holy tongue. You understand? Your natural language. And then Friday, the Sabbath day. And then, of course, we do have some schools that do teach classes on Sundays as well, too. You understand? So you have no excuse to not be in this school in the truth, man. You don't have any excuse to say that you never have time for class or you don't never have time to check in. You understand? Today, you understand, we're gonna be going into something that is that has destroyed the black community. You understand? Of course, when it comes to any type of holiday, you understand, it always destroys Israel, man. You understand? It always destroys Israel because this is not our natural state. You understand? Our state of mind should not be this evening getting ready to or in the process of cleaning chitlins and, you know, preparing turkeys and preparing ham and, you know, preparing the sweet potato pies and preparing the pumpkin pies and preparing the dressings, the collard greens, hog mogs. You understand? The list goes on and on. You understand? This is a time that we should not be preparing for that. You understand? This is just a normal day. You understand? That's how it should be treated. You understand? We're gonna go into some scriptures and, of course, a little history of Thanksgiving and why we should not do it. You understand? Of course, just you know what I'm saying, just off gate and off rip. You understand? Does anyone in class know the history or a brief synopsis of Thanksgiving and why we should not celebrate it as Israelites, as the true biblical Jews? And I'm gonna wait. You understand? Does anyone know why we should not celebrate Thanksgiving? Why we should not celebrate Thanksgiving. Why we should not celebrate Thanksgiving. We got a few people in class, so I'm gonna wait for an answer. Let me check the YouTube here just to make sure we do have some students in class. We do. All right, so I'm gonna give it a little time. Why shouldn't we be celebrating Thanksgiving? You understand? Right now, man. Shoot, it's 7 p.m. Man, everybody getting prepared, man. You understand? They got family coming in town. They got friends that they haven't seen in so long. You understand? They even have a not a Thanksgiving. They have a Friendsgiving now. You understand? They have a Friendsgiving, something similar to Thanksgiving, but instead of it being family and friends, it's just friends come together and have drinks and have food, the same type of food. So let's see here. Shalaya. All right, Officer Carr said the oppressor were pilgrims and planned a massacre on our native brothers and sisters. You understand? That is 100% correct, man. You understand? That is absolutely correct. Anyone else want to take a stab at it? You understand? Or in your own words, why don't you celebrate Thanksgiving? You understand? You may have been in the truth for a couple of years or whatnot. Why don't you celebrate Thanksgiving? You understand? Have it a little bit more specific. Why don't you celebrate Thanksgiving? We got that Mataya Allah, Lakamawan, Ratazak. Come on, brothers. You understand? Why don't you celebrate Thanksgiving? You understand? What does Thanksgiving mean to you? You understand? What does it mean to you? And then I'm going to go into why, you understand, what it means to me. And, of course, why I don't celebrate it as well, too. And then we're going to get these scriptures, these scriptures rocking and rolling. You understand? Kamawan, Ratazak, Mataya Allah. I want to see y'all brothers' answers as well, too, man. I think I seen Nayar in there. Why don't you celebrate Thanksgiving? I'm going to give it a couple moments, man. You know, let y'all brothers think about it. Let y'all type in. You understand? Make sure y'all share the class. You understand? We have a plethora of classes going on right now. There's no reason why your feed should not be filled with UPK classes, man. You understand? Let's make sure that we're sharing these classes. Let's make sure that we're not only sharing these classes, let's make sure that we participate in these classes. You understand? Get all your friends, get all your family members. You understand? Gather them together. You understand? And let's feast on the Lord word, man. You understand? While America is feasting, is in preparation for feasting on some food by a horrible holiday that should not be celebrated within the black community. We should be feasting on the Lord word, man. You understand? It's something that we should be taking in consideration day in and day out, man. Every single day, man. You understand? You should be feasting on the Lord word, man. Seem like everybody's shy today, man. Nobody want to say anything outside of a cause. Let's make sure we see anything on YouTube. Not, you understand? We're going to dig right into it, man. You understand? Like I said, you understand? Once again, Thanksgiving is slowly approaching. You understand? I pray, you understand, that no brothers are, you understand, getting getting ready to celebrate A massacre, man. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what happened. A massacre, you know what I'm saying, on our native Indian brothers, sisters, and kids, man. You understand? Women were pregnant, you understand? Brothers were going to go into war for their family, you know what I'm saying? And the innocent kids had nothing to do, had no idea what was going on with all of this, man. You understand? But the pilgrims, of course, like Akai said, man, you understand? They they performed a massacre on God's chosen people, man. You understand? They performed a massacre on God's chosen people, man. You understand? And of course, us being Israel, guess what we did, man? Yeah, you understand that? Like as far as the native Indians, you understand? We what? You understand? We taught them how to do everything, man. You understand? How to survive the winters. You understand? We taught them how to survive in the summer. Yeah, you understand how to what is it? How to get the buffalo fur. You understand how to hunt. You understand for food in the winter. You understand how to bathe. You understand? But what did they do? They gave us smallpox. You understand? And if anyone ever, if y'all do get a chance to watch that Wakanda movie, man, you understand? It's a lot of symbolism in that movie, man. You understand? And I definitely encourage, you understand, brothers and sisters, go check it out. Not due to the whole African aspect of it, you understand? But it's a part in the movie where they say, which I believe it was either the Israelites or the Native Indians. It's a part in the movie where they actually it takes it back to slavery when they were actually getting whipped. You understand? And the leader of the Israelite or the Native Indian, not for certain, I want to say it was a Iskar. Yeah, you understand? He was telling a story and saying, listen, yeah, yeah. You understand? The oppressor, the heathen, you understand, in lack of other words, gave us smallpox. You understand? So that's something, you understand, like they are they are understanding exactly, of course, for one, who God's chosen people are, and for and another thing, they putting it right in front of our face, man. Right in the movies. Of course, they already know that it's in the books, you understand, but of course blacks, speaking Native Indians, we're too fed up in the world. We're too fed up in Thanksgiving. We're too fed up in our birthdays and holidays, and just so filled with less of ourselves that we don't give a damn about it, man. You understand? The scripture says, you understand, you have to study thyself approved, man. You understand? You have to read. You understand? You have to ask the elders. You understand? You have to ask the brothers and sisters that was here far before you. You understand? Have a sit down. You understand? You with your family members. Yeah, your elders. You understand? Of course, the brothers and sisters in the school. You understand? They'll be able to tell you stories upon stories. But also your own family members, you understand, will be able to tell you if they're willing to open up. You understand? Because they've seen it as well too. You understand? As far as how chattel slavery has destroyed the black community, man. You understand? And of course, we in Thanksgiving now. Look, everyone says that they have a part of Indian in them. Everyone say that they're native, native Indian, whether it's Cherokee, Blackfoot, any other type of tribe of native Indian descent. But when it comes to Thanksgiving, all that goes out the way, man. You understand? Because we're consumed so much with America to the point where we forget our true heritage. You know what I'm saying? We forget our culture when it comes to what? When it comes to being 10 toes deep into this truth, man. You understand? When it comes to what, man? Giving a damn about you and giving a damn about your family and your loved ones. You understand? 1 second here. Let me make sure we all still to vibe on this. Um, all right. No sweat. All right, Most High in Christ. Yeah, so we're gonna dig right into these scriptures, man. Yeah, I'm saying we're not gonna butter. You know, what I'm saying we're not gonna butter up anything or anything in that nature. You know, what I'm saying we're gonna get straight to the point and why we should not be be having our why we should not observe the oppressor holidays, man. You understand why we shouldn't observe the heathen holidays? Why we shouldn't observe, something. You understand when it comes to history. You understand something that has chastised the black community, man. Yeah, yeah. You have to truly, truly, truly. You understand? Look at yourself in the mirror and say, like, man, do I know anything about Thanksgiving? Do I know any type of history of Thanksgiving? You understand? All I know is that what? That you cook all this food and your family come together and they fight and they argue. You understand? Some uncle is gonna molest your kid. Someone's gonna, man, listen, you understand? We've been doing this for years upon years. It's gonna be some type of argument going on. When is Thanksgiving? Tomorrow. You understand? It may be shots fired, man. You understand? All because, man, the Lord does not agree or approve of this day, man. You understand? We have to realize that we have our own high holy days. So we have to realize that we have our own high holy days. You understand? Something that we should hold on to. You understand? Something that we should keep the traditions that has been passed down to us. You understand? And not the traditions of America. You understand? Not the traditions of white supremacy. You understand? And not the traditions of the Ku Klux Klan. You understand? Not the traditions of Islam. You understand? Because Muslims and the Nation of Islam, they're getting ready for Thanksgiving as well too. You understand? All these fake Israelite groups, you understand? They're getting ready for Thanksgiving as well too. You understand? No one cares about this Bible as much as the I.S.U.P.K does at the Commander General YAHANNA, man. You understand? No one is living this Bible like the I.S.U.P.K on the Commander General YAHANNA, man. You understand? Because guess what, man? You understand? We held on to the traditions that was passed down to us, man. And we care about the traditions, man. And we have respect for the traditions that was handed down to us, man. Yeah, you understand? Black Latinos and Native Indians as a whole, guess what, man? Yeah, you understand? We truly don't. We truly disregard. You understand? What we're supposed to be holding on to. You understand? And we want to listen to everything that sounds good. You understand? Everything that's soothing. You understand? And the lies and the deceit. You understand? We in 2022, about to be 2023. We still celebrating Thanksgiving, man. Still celebrating our holidays. Still doing all these abominable things, man. That is against the Most High as a whole. You understand? This is something, you understand, that we need to realize that the time is truly at high, man. You understand? The time is truly high for Black Latinos and Native Indians, man, to truly come together, man, and serve the Black God, man. The Black God that's for who? For Black people, man. Black Latinos and Native Indians, man. You understand? Because Thanksgiving has nothing beneficial for Black Latinos and Native Indians, man. Nothing beneficial at all, man. You understand? It's something that we should hold on to. It's something that we should understand how important it is to not do these things, man. You understand? So we're going to get right into the scriptures. We're going to be in the book of 2nd Maccabees, chapter 6. This is a book of Second Maccabees, chapter 6, and verse 1. Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from their laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of God. You understand? Now, of course, we all understand that we have our own laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You understand? Not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand? The list goes on and on. You understand? These are the things that we should be following. Yeah, you understand? Now, of course, just like it was back in Athens, you understand? Back in the biblical days, this is happening today. You understand? It's going to be someone that's going to come to compel you from doing what? From keeping the law, statutes, and commandments according to God, man. You understand? Someone is going to compel you. Someone is going to what? Someone is going to play those mind games with you to say, oh, you know what? Just one more Thanksgiving. You understand? You know what? Just eat this piece of ham one more time. You understand? Grandma gonna get you. Oh man, listen, baby, that sweet potato pie over there waiting for you. You understand? That sweet potato pie is over there waiting for you. You understand? I got the low carb kind as well too. You understand? If your sugar is too high, you understand? I made it a different type of way this time just for you. You understand? Let's not be consumed and compelled by America, man. You understand? Because America poison is truly destroying God's chosen people, man. You understand? Let's read the scripture one more time. And like I said, you understand, we're going to be real scripture heavy tonight, man, just so we can have all of this embedded all throughout our mindsets so we won't celebrate American holidays. You understand? To the hell with the American holidays, man. You understand? The Most High does not approve it. So guess what, man? We're not going to approve it. You understand? We're going to stand 10 toes deep on what we believe in. You understand? We're going to stand 10 toes deep on what? On our high holy days. You understand? What we have coming up, the Feast of Dedication. You understand? It's something that we should be preparing for right now. You understand? Making sure, you understand, if you do slave on that particular day, you understand, making sure that you're getting that day off. You understand? Use this day of of um the heathen holiday, of our oppressor holiday, to just rest, man. You understand? Study a little bit. You understand? Do a little research. You understand? Call your native Indian brothers and sisters up, man. You understand? Make sure that they tawab, man. You understand? Shalom. Once again, this is the book of Second Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 1. Not long after this, the king set an old man of Athens to compel the Jews and depart from the laws of their fathers, not to live in the laws of Yahweh. Verse 2. And to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call the temple of Jupiter Olympius, and that Garzium and of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in the place. You understand? Not only did this old man come to compel the Jews, you understand, he wanted us to what, man? To not even think about our laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You understand? Shit, like, 1 second here. Try to get tissue real quick. What I like about that, allergy season is in. You understand? Let's read that scripture one more time. What was that? Verse 2. Read verse 1 again as well, too. Should like it. Once again, the 2nd Maccabees chapter 6, verse 1. Not long after, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of God. Verse 2. And to pollute and to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call the temple of Jupiter Olympus and that of Gerizim of Jupiter, the defender of the strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in that place. Verse 3. The coming in of the mischief was sore and grievous to the people. Verse 4. For the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles who dealt with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places. And besides that, brought in things that were not lawful. You understand? Doesn't that sound familiar? You understand? When I think about that, I think about how slavery, you understand, what they did to us with in slavery. You understand? And if I want to get more specific, right here in South Carolina, you understand, South Carolina was very, very known and prominent. You understand, when it came to slavery. You understand, right all throughout all throughout here in Greenville, all throughout Charleston, even in the parts of what's that other beach, through Myrtle Beach, you understand, but mainly in Charleston, you understand, right there in Charleston, you understand, they had an island called Ellis Island, you understand, where they would do what, man, where they were quote unquote quarantine slaves, you understand, the Jews, to believe in what, man, to believe in Christianity or die. You understand? It came to the point where they had to either believe in Christianity or die. You understand? Whether it was being hung or being literally just tossed off the ship, man. You understand? And that's happening today as well too. You understand? No one is not not having an actual physical death, but what, man? We're having spiritual deaths, man. You understand? We're getting away from our own lifestyle, man. You understand? Which is of course naturally to be a Hebrew Israelite. You understand? But guess what's happening now, man? You understand? Everyone wants to be, some type of other religion. You understand? Or they want to believe in a Bible, but they want to believe in a Bible that's going to benefit them. You understand? They want to believe in the Bible that's going to do what? That's going to benefit who? You understand? That's going to benefit who? Yeah, you understand? It's not going to benefit the Most High. You understand? Because the Most High is trying to do what? He's trying to pull you out of the heathen's way, out of the oppressor's way. You understand? But guess what? As Black, Latinos, and Native Indians, all we want to do is what? Hear those little sweet little things. You understand? We want to hear everything that's going to benefit who, man? Once again, that's going to benefit us. You understand that? Because we're going to go after our own lust. You understand? We're going to go after our own understanding. You understand? Verse, where we at here? Verse 5. Verse 5. The altar also was filled with profane things which the law forbidded. I mean, good night, man. Yes, and don't we have um these engraved images here in America? You understand the Statue of Liberty. You understand Cesar Borgia. You understand he has a big old what was that? Big old statue, I believe, is in Brazil. You understand, of Cesar Borgia. You understand. Don't everyone have Cesar Borgia in their household? You understand. Don't majority of all churches have what? Have the cross with Cesar Borgia on there? You understand? All that right there is unlawful. Why? Because it's all fables. It's all make believe. You understand? To do what, man? To to distort our minds from the truth. You understand? The truth is, of course, that Christ is a black man, according to the scriptures. Not according to what my words say, but according to what the Bible says. You understand? Now, of course, when our oppressor and the heathens you understand, get a hold of this book, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna do what? They're gonna put it in their own likeness of their own images, man. Yeah, you understand? They want the images of Christ as to be what, man? Cesar Borgia. You understand? A so-called white man with curly hair with blue eyes. You understand? And that's gonna show love to everyone. You understand? Of course, man, there's nothing more precious than a baby. So guess what? Why not have an angel as a baby? You understand? When the Bible says, man, listen, the angels have the appearance of a man. You understand? And they're creature. You understand? They have 4 wings, not 2 wings. You understand? So, of course, when you do it in your own likeness, you understand, when it comes to the oppressor, in these other heathens, of course, they're going to do it how they want to see fit. Guess what else? With these holidays, guess what they're going to do? They're going to do it that's going to be beneficial for them. You understand? What's going to suit them? You understand? Think about it, man. Black Latinos and Native Indians. You understand? Outside of Cinco de Mayo, and what is it? I want to say that's the only one. The only ones that don't have a set of high holy days in America. You understand? That's nationally known. You understand? Or that's not trying to be captured by the so-called Jewish man. You understand? Because the Jewish man, they celebrate, they quote unquote, bashfully celebrate our high holy days, but of course they do it all so wrong. Because for one, the Bible is not for them; it has never been for them, and that of course the Jews are black, Latino, and Native Indians. You understand? They do that. You understand? But of course, going back, we are the only known people, set of people that don't have our own holidays, man. So guess what we have to do? We have to grasp on hold into who? Into other people holidays, man. Unto other people what? Customs and religions and lifestyles. You understand? And that's what's happening day in and day out, over and over again. You understand? Where we at? Verse 6. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feast, or to profess himself to be a Jew. You understand? Now we seen, Kyrie Irving got, publicized for, saying that the Jews are black, and he had to do a whole bunch of list of things to actually just to do something that he enjoys doing. You understand? You seen Kanye West lose his $1 billion status for saying that the Jews are black as well too. You understand? In lack of other words. You understand? This is something that the I.S.U.P.K been doing since 1969, man. You know what I'm saying? This is something that we're gonna stand 10 toes deep on, man. Something that we should do as well too. Just like it 1 second. understand? It's something that we should continue to do when it comes to these scriptures, man. You understand? We're reading here, right here in the Bible, where it says that they were not able to follow the Sabbath days or the ancient feast. Now, think about it when it talks about the ancient feast. You know what I'm saying? That word ancient is what? It's old, man. It means what? The ancient, the feast has been celebrated for time after time after time. This is just not something new. You understand? This is something that what? That we're going to hold on to and continue to observe. You understand? And continue to do what? And to follow these ancient feast days and follow the Sabbath day. You understand? We got to think about it. You understand? This is exactly what right here was, was depicted in this Bible right here. This is happening right now. You understand? We have many people come to compel Black, Latinos, and Native Indians and to tell them that they are not the Jews of the Bible. Christianity, you understand? Islam, Muslim, the quote-unquote conscious community. What is it? Numerology. You understand? Right here in South Carolina, you understand? We're part of the Bible Belt, so it's mainly through Christianity here in all their denominations. You understand? With you understand what's the word denomination is not even in the Bible. You understand? So Christianity is just so far-fetched, man. You understand? Something that has done what? Has compelled a lot of Black, Latinos, and Native Indians, man. You understand? And this is something that, of course, we should get tired of. You understand? You have all this information that has been given to you, and guess what you're doing? You're holding it inside for yourself. You understand? You're not sharing it. You understand? You're not letting it be known that you're a Jew. You're not letting it be known that you're a Hebrew Israelite from from the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? We have to let it be known. You understand what we stand on and what we believe in, and what was taught to us. You understand? It's something that we have to understand. You understand? Of course, it was a point in time where we need to be taught, where we need to sit down and listen. But guess what? It's going to be many more brothers and sisters, kids, families that's going to need that same teaching that you are taught. You understand? Or that same type of conversation that was given to you. You understand? For the ones that aren't able to teach. You understand? So it'll be that same type of conversation that was given to you. Guess what? Someone else is going to need that conversation to build their zeal up for what? So they'll be able to come to class. So they'll be able to check in the class like you're checking in the class. You understand? So they'll be able to come to camp. So they'll be able to come to the Passover and the cookouts and guess what? Observe the ancient feast days according to the Bible and not according to man. You understand? Not according to the what? To our oppressor and the heathens. You understand? Because that's what it's all about, man. Finding your true purpose, man. Finding your character. Yeah, you understand? Let's read that again. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. Verse 7, and in all the day of the king's birth, every month they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices of when the feast of Bacchus was kept. The Jews were compelled to go in possession to Bacchus carrying ivy, man. Something that, of course, is just so unheard of, man. You understand? This what they call it, a feast of Bacchus. You understand is nothing more or nothing less of a Christmas. You understand? Or a birthday. You understand? they have different type of rituals. You understand? And even with Christmas, you understand, you have all these different type of rituals that you don't even know that you're being a part of, man. You understand? When it comes to the gifts, you understand? When it comes to the Christmas tree, the Bible breaks that down. Yeah, you understand? When it comes to Thanksgiving, you understand? All throughout history and archaeology, yeah, you understand? You will be able to see that that's not of the Most High, and that God does not approve that. You understand? And that's something that we have to hold on to. You understand? We have to have that all throughout our mindsets. We have to have that stick in our mindsets to the point where it doesn't get out. You understand? Unless you're expressing it and letting it, and of course letting your brothers and sisters know, the ones that don't know about it. You understand? Moreover, they went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Tamoli against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices, man. You understand? Not only did they have to do the feast, though, guess what, man? They had to do the sacrifices as well, too, man. You understand? Everybody do what, man? Sacrifice their time just so they can do what? Be a part of that Thanksgiving circle. So they can go around and say, oh, man, I'm thankful for X, Y, and Z. I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for this. But not realizing that, man, so many years ago, your own brothers and sisters were slaughtered. You understand? Gave our oppressor open hands. Taught them everything that they know, even today. You understand? Had cities built, had towns built, had own money. You understand? Had their own currency. You understand? For what? You understand? Also, an oppressor can come in and just take us. You understand? Take us captive. You understand? Take everything that we taught them and do what, man? And spit on our face. You understand? Chop our head off. You understand? Have a big old mountain of just native Indian bones. You understand? Have a big old mountain of the buffalo. You understand? For starvation. You understand? Give us the blankets with smallpox. You understand? It's just so many things that happen within those days that's just overlooked. It's just overlooked to the point where, man, it's like, man, like something has to be known. I have to stop. You know what I'm saying? We have to stop right in our tracks. You understand? Right here on what's today? Wednesday. Stop. You understand? Stop. You understand? Stop the cooking. You understand? For this heathen, for our oppressor celebration of killing your brothers and sisters, bro. You understand? You gotta think about it. Like, man, if someone was to come into your house right now as you're preparing a meal, as you're preparing this quote unquote feast day of the oppressor, and they were to kill your whole family and to kill your whole family, you know what I'm saying, the whole lineage, you understand? Would you want to sit down and eat dinner with them, man? You understand? Because, I mean, think about it, man. Tomorrow is going to be a lot of families sitting down together doing the same exact thing. You understand? Whether you want to call it Friendsgiving, whether you want to call it Thanksgiving, whether you just want to call it the family just getting together to eat some food. You understand? We don't have to call it Thanksgiving. Well, why you have to have it tomorrow? How come you couldn't do it today? How come you can't do it Sunday? You understand? Why does it have to be tomorrow? You understand? And it's very, very, very significant that you don't do it tomorrow. You understand? Very, very imperative. It's very, very, um, it's very, very, man. It's like it's to the last. It's almost to the last point. You understand? It's almost to the last. You know, like how you got eyelashes. It's almost to that last eyelash. Like, man, all we gotta have it this day. You understand? We can shoot, man, we can cook and have a good time and have drinks and have food on another day. Why we gotta have turkey? You understand? Why we gotta have dressing or stuffing? You understand? Why we gotta have the cranberry sauce? You understand? Why do we have to have all of those things, man? You understand? And it's something that we need to truly understand, man, that of course is just not right, man. You understand? It's not right. Straight up and down, it's just not right, man. Let's keep on reading. Um, and whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles shall be put to death, that might a man have seen the present misery, man. You understand? And think about it in slavery, man. You understand? If you wasn't on board during slavery, guess what? Guess what was gonna happen? You was gonna get what? Put in the hole. You understand? You were gonna get humiliated. I mean, good night, man. Don't try to run away as a slave. Guess what they had, man? The slave catchers, aka in today's day, the police force. I was gonna hunt you down for doing what? For breaking the law. Running away from what? Your slave master. You understand? Running away from your slave master, and then what happens? You get humiliated in front of everyone. You understand? They have stories upon stories, man, of brothers and sisters and kids getting burnt to death in front of everybody. Pregnant women, you know what I'm saying, getting taught, getting turned upside down, baby getting slit right open. Baby comes out and they get stumped on the face as a child, as an unborn baby. You understand? And these are the things that happen with slavery, but guess what? Same thing happened in the Bible. Prior slavery. You understand? This is slavery right here, man. Right here in the Bible, man. You understand? And it's time, man, for blacks, black, and Native Indians, man, of course, here in 2022, about to be what, 2023, man, for us to stand up and have some dignity, man. You understand? To stand up to do what, man? To truly believe in ourselves, man. Truly believe in ourselves to the point where what? Man, it's to the point now where it's like, oh, man, I'm looking forward to the Passover. You understand? Let me get my garment together, man. You understand? Let me call, you understand, someone so I can get my measurements ready. You understand? Let me make sure that I got the right boots. You understand? Let me make sure that, you know, for the sisters, that their dress is getting, you know, altered to their liking and to their fitting. You understand? Where the kids are getting excited for it, man. You understand? It ain't nothing to see like, oh man, I can't, you know, like to hear kids say, you know what, I can't wait for Passover again. You understand? I can't wait for Passover again. I'm gonna have a good time with my brothers and sisters, man. You understand? I'm gonna have a good time with everyone, you understand, that I didn't see until last Passover, man. Or the last cookout, man. Wanna have a good time. You understand? That's what it's all about, man. It's all about preparing yourself, man. You understand? And of course, guess what, man? You're going to lose a lot of family members by not celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow. But guess what? You're going to gain another family. You're going to gain so much more than you can even imagine. You understand? That's what you're gonna gain, man. You understand? And that's what it's about, man. You understand? Being a part of the righteous rulership, man. You understand? Because of course, deep down inside, Black, Latinos, and Native Indians tomorrow, man. You understand? They're not, they're not happy that they have to be around their family members. Deep down inside, they're mourning because they can't stand their family members, man. But all in all, guess what, man? The Most High hates that day, man. The Most High does not approve of that day as far as Thanksgiving. You understand? So why should you approve it? You understand? Why should you partake in it? If the Most High doesn't like it, why should you approve it? You understand? Why should you? Something to think about, man. You know what I'm saying? Something to truly, truly think about, man. One second here. Let's just go and keep on reading. So like, let's keep on reading. For there were two women brought whom had circumcised their children, whom when they had openly let round about the city the babes hanging at their breasts, that cast down the headlong from the wall, and others that had run together into caves near by to keep the Sabbath day, secretly being discovered to Philip, were all burnt together because they made a conscience to help themselves from the honor of the most sacred day, man. You understand? Brothers and sisters and kids getting killed and burnt alive, man. All for what, man? Of course, having a circumcision for the boys. You understand? For the newborn boys. You understand? Breastfeeding. You understand? Going in the caves to do what, man? To observe the Sabbath day. You understand? Doing something that you enjoyed. You understand? All because of what, man? All because what? They stand on what they believed in. And guess what? They believed in what they once prior did. And once they prior actually did on a day in and day out, man. They didn't allow what America come to manipulate them or to compel them. You understand? They didn't allow what Christianity to do what? Say, oh, you know what? It's either become a Christian or die. You know, they were willing to die, and they did die behind this truth, man. You understand? By keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Let's keep on reading. Now I beseech those that read this book that they may not be discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for chastising of our nation. For it is a token of great goodness when wicked doers are not suffering any long time, but for punished. 14. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forehearted to punish till they become to the fullness of their sins, so dwelt so dwelt he with us. 15. Least that being come to the height of sin afterwards, he should take vengeance of us, man. You understand? of course, you understand, reading these type of stories is like, oh man, I'm getting riled up, man. You understand? I don't want to do these things again, and if anyone comes my way, I'm going to take matters in my own hands. No, something that you should not do. You understand? The Most High is going to avenge us. You understand? In His own time. You understand? Not your time. You understand? Because it would have happened some time ago. You understand? This is the Most High time and not our time. But more importantly, He will truly avenge us, man. You understand? He will avenge us. Let's go to the book of Lamentations, chapter 2. Lamentations chapter 2 and verse 9. Alright, it's the book of Lamentations, chapter 2 and verse 9. It says, her gates are sunk into the ground. He hath destroyed and broken her bars. Her king and her princes are among the Gentiles, that the law is no more. Her prophets also find no vision from the Lord. You understand? And this is happening right here in America today. You understand? A lot of brothers and sisters, man, have lost hope in the law. You understand? In keeping the law and holding on to the law to the point where what? It's like, man, it's just like we cover up our eyes. We know it, we see it, we've heard of it, but we just cover our eyes. And guess what? We open our eyes to? The lies, the deceit, the Thanksgivings, the Christmases, the birthdays. You understand? That's what we open our eyes to, man. Let's read this again. Her gates are sunk into the ground, and he have destroyed the broken, and he have destroyed and broken her bars. Her king and her princes are among the Gentiles, that the law is no more, and prophets also find no visions from the Lord, man. You understand? That the law is no more. And what we find ourselves, or what? Find ourselves amongst the Gentiles, man, wanting to be just like them. Yeah, you understand? Wanting to do what? Wanting to follow their customs and their ways. You understand? It's either what? Their way or the highway. Yeah, so that's a very, very old school saying, but it's either their way or the highway. You understand? We're not going to stand firm in what we believe in what we were once taught. You understand? And that time is, man, like we always been saying. Yeah, you understand? This is truly truly the last days that we're living in, man. You understand? You are seeing it right before your eyes. You understand? Right before your eyes, you are witnessing, truly witnessing the destruction of Babylon the Great, man. You understand? Right before your eyes, you are seeing the destruction of America. You understand? Right before your eyes, you are going to see the destruction of Christianity and all of these other make-believe religions. You understand? It's going to be right before your eyes. You're going to see all this come to crumble. And guess what? The Bible is going to stand, man. You understand? These laws, statutes, and commandments is going to stand. You understand? And the one that's truly serving Him, Lord allow, is going to stand as well. You understand? Because that's what it's all about, man. Holding on to what was taught to you. You understand? Um, go to Hosea. Matter of fact, let's go to Zephaniah 2. What's that? What's that? Gather yourselves together. Yeah, Zephaniah 2 and 1, man. You know what I'm saying? One of the bedrock scriptures here on the truth, man. Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. You understand? We hear time and time how black Latinos and Native Indians are not desired. You understand? We can't even say that we are Jews. We can't even say that we are the true biblical Jews, which is a fact according to the Bible, and a fact according to archaeology. You understand? And a fact according to history. But of course, our oppressor and all these other nations make us believe that we are not desired. You understand? But the scripture says that we are above all these other nations upon the face of the earth. You understand? And that the Lord is going to avenge us, and that the Lord is truly with us. You understand? I'll read this again, man. You understand? So this can be embedded in our mindsets as well too, so we can overcome this. You understand? Gather yourselves up together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. Yeah, you understand? We have never been desired over anything, man. You understand? Over nothing, man. The only thing that we have been desired is for what? It's for wrongdoing, or when it comes to crime. You understand? Well known for that. You understand? But how about we be well known for keeping the law, statutes, and commandments? How about we be well known for what? For keeping the high holy days. How about we be well known for saying, you know what? To the hell with Thanksgiving. To the hell with our oppressor holidays. How about we be well known for that? You understand? Try to run through these scriptures, man. What's that? Make sure that's where I want to go. Yeah. So Hosea 8. Yeah, let's go to Hosea 8. Bear with me here. Alright. It's the book Hosea, chapter 8, verse 8. Israel is swallowed up now. Shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure? You know what I'm saying? There's no pleasure being consumed and swallowed up by the Gentiles, man. Here in America, man. Or here, or there, wherever you may be. You understand? Wherever on the four corners of the earth that you are. You understand? If you're Israel, you understand? Don't allow, you understand, their customs, wherever you may be, or their religions consume you, man. You understand? Remember everything that has been taught to you, that was taught to you. You understand? These are the things that we need to continue to remember over and over again, man. Over and over again. I'm going to read the scripture one more time. Israel is swallowed up now. Shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein there is no pleasure? You understand? Let's go to another good one. What's that? Amos 5:1, 5:21. You understand? Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. You understand? And every Christian in America says that God does not hate. You understand? But the Bible says, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. You understand? There is hate in the Bible. You understand? And the Most High does hate. You understand? The Most High does hate a nation that has been destroyed. You understand? Physically and mentally. You understand? The Most High does hate it, man. You understand? Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offering of your fat beasts. You understand? There's about to be a lot of people, man, praying over ham hocks, or what's those things, like chitlins. So, man, a lot of people praying over those, man. But the Lord does not approve of that, man. You understand? He doesn't care about those peace offerings, man. You understand? Because it's not of the ancient feasts. You understand? These are some modernized, so like a modern day feast. You understand? And this is something that we need to realize, that truly that the Most High, he has never approved of nations, of heathen nations and our oppressor coming up with these holidays that goes against him. And of course, guess what? Just like in the Maccabees, gonna have someone to do what, man? Come and just, maneuver our ways to what? To make us to believe in them, in the holidays, and believe in them as well too. That they're what? That they're telling a lie, when all actuality in true reality, they're lying to God's chosen people, man. You understand? Don't be compelled by Christianity. You understand? Don't be compelled by your loved ones, or your quote-unquote loved ones. Don't be compelled by your family. You understand? Don't be compelled by your co-workers. You understand? When they have the holiday parties. You understand? At my slave shoot, they know not to even ask me about them. You understand? Don't even bother with it, man. You understand? Find you a nice book to read. You understand? Find you a nice client. Find you a nice class to listen to. You understand? Find you something beneficial that's going to help you in your people. You understand? And God's chosen people. You understand? To not celebrate the customs of America ever again. You understand? 1 second here. bear with me here. Make sure we too live on everything. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's go to. Let's go to the book of Proverbs 28. And what we need to realize, of course, you understand when it comes to, black Latinos and Native Indians, there's nothing wrong with telling someone the truth, man. You understand? You know that saying when they say the truth hurts? You understand? The truth does hurt, man. You understand? But it's better to tell the truth than a lie. Because guess what, man? We've been lied to for how long? For over 500 years, we have been lied to over and over and over again, man. Why not start a trend of telling your loved ones that God doesn't approve of Thanksgiving? God doesn't approve of the feast days. God doesn't approve of this. God doesn't approve of that. You understand? All of these things that we're about to quote unquote partake as Americans tomorrow. You understand? Nothing wrong with telling the truth. Proverbs 20:23. It says, "He that rebuketh a man afterwards shall find more favor than he that flattereth with the tongue." Meaning what? The lying of the tongue, man. The truth does hurt, but guess what? Man, listen, the truth is going to open up a whole bunch of airways, man. You understand? Think about just having a big old billboard saying the Jews are black. You understand? That's the truth. Yeah, so think about a billboard saying that Christ is a black man. You understand? It's the truth. You understand? Think about saying, oh, you know what? Having a billboard that's saying what? God doesn't approve of Thanksgiving. It's the truth. You understand? It's just a straight up and down truth, man, when it comes down to it, man. Comes down to the nitty gritty, it's just the truth, man. And the truth shall hurt, man. You understand? But like I said, the truth is going to open up a whole bunch of airways, man. You understand? Have people thinking about it, man. Thinking about the truth, man. You understand? Hell, shit, everybody's being lied to. You understand? Everybody's being lied to. You understand? Why not start telling people the truth, man? The truth according to the Bible, the truth according to the scriptures. You understand? Let's go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 2. You understand? We're going to get to it. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways? You understand? Of course, Thanksgiving is all about what? Giving thanks. Giving thanks to, for whatever the case may be. But guess what, man? Seeking love in the wrong places. Seeking acceptance in the wrong places. You understand? Seeking all of these things in the wrong places, man, at the wrong times. You understand? That's what we're doing. You understand? And that's what's happening. That's what over and over and over again, these things are happening. Seeking love in all the wrong places, man. You understand? We heard that saying over and over again, but guess what? That's a true fact, man. We want to be accepted by so many people. You understand? We should start a trend of not being accepted for standing hold and, holding on to the traditions of the Lord, man. That's what we should do. You understand? That's how it should be done. You understand? Because the time is truly, truly coming, man. You understand? Listen, it's very, very, very imperative, man, that we truly, truly get a broad understanding of what's truly happening, man. You understand? And what's truly happening, man. This is what we need to know, what's truly going on, man. You understand? I'm gonna get a couple more scriptures, man, and I'm gonna get ready to close out, man. I think Commander General YAHANNA is supposed to be going live tonight as well, too. Just want to make sure that everybody's tuned in to that for sure. Let me just make sure here. Hang on 1 second here. Yeah, it's gonna be going live here soon, man. So I want to make sure that everybody is able to tune into that. Let's go back to Proverbs 51. No, Psalm 51. Shalaya. Psalm 51 and start at verse 3. Psalm chapter 51 and verse 3 says, "For I acknowledge my transgression, and my sin is before me. Against thee only have I sinned and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me." You understand? This scripture is for hope, man. You understand? For our brothers and sisters, man. You understand? The ones that that truly want to turn away from the ways of America, man. You understand? For the ones that truly want to turn away from the lies that they have been told since they were young. You understand? This is motivation. You understand? For you already knowing, but for you to give them motivation so they can turn away from all the lies of the iniquities that they have been brought up in, man. You understand? It's something that you have to truly think about, man. Something that you have to truly witness and understand that, guess what, man? You were lied to. Guess what? It's a lot of people, brothers and sisters, in amongst the earth that has what? That have been lied to, man. You understand? But guess what, man? We have the power, you understand? We have the Most High on our side to do what, man? To alleviate that lie, man. With what? With the truth, man. You understand? Truth be it, man. You understand? So be it, man. You understand? Let the truth prevail, man. You understand? Let the truth prevail in what, man? In all ways, in all manner, man. You understand? Let all of this come to pass, man. You understand? And that's what it's all about, man. Understanding who you truly are, man. Understanding that you're a true Hebrew Israelite from the 12 tribes of Israel, man. I.S.U.P.K, Asher, Natalia, you understand? Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, you understand? Levi, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, you understand? Reuben, you understand? Zebulon, you understand? Something that we need to realize, man, how important it is, man. How important it is to know that a lie, guess what, man? When you lie to someone, what do you have to keep on doing? You gotta keep on lying to them over and over again. You gotta come up with another lie to defend the lie. But guess what holds, man? The truth stands, man. You understand? The truth is going to stand firm. You understand? The truth is going to do what, man? The truth is going to literally not move, man. The truth is unmovable. You understand? And the truth is what, man? The truth is that our native Indian brothers, man, some time ago, man, they were massacred, man. They were killed. You understand? Their land, the one that we're standing on right now, on this stony ground, guess what, man? If you dig up enough concrete and dirt, you're going to find the bones, man, or bone marrow of native Indians, man. You understand? Go to those reservoirs, man. You understand? The ones that they're living on right now. You understand? A lot of them are what? Are drunks or drunkens. You understand? Because they understand and they seen the land that they once were empowered of getting handed over to who? Our oppressor, man. You understand? Getting handed over to them. And guess what, man? We, as far as Black, Latinos, and other Native Indians, man, we join our oppressor, man, in a feast. You understand? Something that they wanted to acknowledge, something that they wanted to remember. You understand? Something that they wanted to have in remembrance of a day where they came and did what, man? And slaughtered the Most High's chosen people, man. Slaughtered them, man. You understand? And it's something, man, that we should take very, very serious, man. Let's take it very serious, man. You understand? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Second Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 1. And we're going to read through verse 9. We're just going to read through it. And then we're going to get ready to close out, man. You understand? Because this is something, man, that right here, that this is something that should be truly, 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 truly in our mindsets and in our hearts, man. You understand? Because when this day come tomorrow, quote unquote Thanksgiving, we should look at this as a wicked day. You understand? You should tell your loved ones and your friends what the truth and not a lie, man. You understand? Once again, 2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 1. Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers, and not to live after the love of God, after the laws of God, and to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call in the temple of Jupiter, Olympius, and that in Gerizim of Jupiter, the defenders of strangers, if they did desire that dwelt in the place, the coming in of this mishlage, the coming in all of this mischiefs was sore and grievous to the people, for the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles, who dealt with harlots and had to do with the women within their circuit of the holy places, and besides that brought in the things that were not lawful. Verse 5, the altar also was filled with profane things which the law forbidded. Verse 6, neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. 7, and in all the days of the king's birth, every month they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices, and when the feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in possession to Bacchus, carrying ivy. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices. Verse 9, and whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery, man. You understand? And not just something to think about. You understand, when it comes up this day tomorrow, when it comes to that Thanksgiving, when you're thinking about your family, you understand? When you're thinking about your loved ones, you understand? When you're thinking about your dignity, you understand? When you're thinking about your inner self, you understand? We're not just thinking about the appearance, you understand? When you're thinking about, you understand? When you're thinking about going to bed tonight, you understand? Think about it, man. Truly, truly think about it and say, you know what? I'm not going to be around my family members today. It's going to be very hard for me to do this, but I'm not going to be around my family members today. I can't be around my family members today. You understand? I can't do it. Why? Because it's the truth, man. Majority of your family members are going to do what? Partake in Thanksgiving's Day. You understand? But we went into a brief history of what Thanksgiving truly was and what it should mean to you. Yeah, you understand? And how and why you should not celebrate it according to the scriptures, man. You understand? Not according to what I said or what I'm saying, but according to exactly what the scriptures are saying, straight up and down. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. No beating around the bush, no none of that. You understand? So this is something that we should truly, truly hold on to, and it's something that, of course, something that we should be proud of, man. Something that we should stand on. Nothing wrong with standing on the truth. You understand? Because of course, when it comes with a lie, guess what? manipulation comes. You understand? More lies come. You understand? Confusion comes. You understand? But the truth is crystal clear, man. You understand? And I'm not talking about no chakras and kundalinis either. You understand? The truth is just clear. You understand? So with that, man, I'm going to get ready to get in class. We're in a little bit early, but it's no sweat. I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, a teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties is a commandment. You can read about this in the book of Numbers chapter 18, verses 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny and any increase the Lord gives you gives to the treasury department of the teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for priests not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation. We have the Feast of Dedication, YAHANNA. This falls on the 25th day of the 9th month by space of 8 days. This falls on December 17th. It's a Saturday for 8 days. You can read about this in 1 Maccabees chapter 4, verses 52 through 61. Remind Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a troop in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, scarf. And with that, shalom.